Hello? It's Nick Swardson.
Nico, are you
What's up?
happy boy?
What's happening, man?
Jesus.
I know, sorry.
It's like
Jesus.
my Asian gang
Just got
friends.
assaulted with voices.
I know. We'll see if we can take care of that. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Swardson. Now, Nick, you just got back from... Well, where do you want to start? You just got back from Boston. How long were you in Boston?
I was in Boston for a glorious 3 months.
Well, you love Boston.
It was fun for 8 days.
Did you do the Freedom Walk?
I did, but I was blacked out.
Oh.
But I remember it being really, really wonderful.
Freedom drag.
Yeah. I saw some of the sights, but it's a nice town. It's just different, you know. It's a different kind of energy, different vibe. A lot of people like aggressively asking if you liked Boston.
So
Like it wasn't like, hey, what do you think of Boston? It was like, what do you fucking think of Boston, huh?
Better
It's
answer
good.
right.
Like it's just terrified to say that it was in any way, shape, or form not as good as Minnesota.
Well, I wanted to thank you.
It was fun though, man. I was shooting, so it's always good to be working.
Absolutely. Say hello to Colin Quinn for me.
Yeah, I did.
You liar.
I did.
I'm
I
glad.
said it to him on the Freedom Trail.
I'm on the Freedom Trail. Well, I'm glad it worked out so well for you. This is the very first Tom Barnard Podcast. Thank you so much for being on it. It really...
I know. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited. It's your foray, and I'm always impressed when you even text me. I was impressed that you even moved into that realm of society.
Everyone is.
Actually, that was Alex. It wasn't me.
Yeah, I texted you from his phone.
And I pretended to be him a couple times, too.
Yeah,
That's why you got sexy messages.
exactly.
Nick, you remember Tony Lee from the KQ Morning Show back about 10, 12 years ago?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Tony's with us, too. Tony's on the show. The people on the show are Catherine, Andy and Alex.
Hello.
And then Tony Lee. Tony and I work together, as I said, on the KQ Morning Show. And then I'll get to talk once in a while, but not very often.
And there's just no like random like Kent Herbeck or something isn't like on here right now, is he?
No, Kent's not, but we could get him on if you want.
We'll get him on.
So what's
Making sure there isn't just some random like Wally the Beer Man's like in the background.
I got to tell you this. I was on the phone. You know Nick DiPaolo really well, right?
I don't know him really well, but I do know him, yes.
Oh, he's a great guy. So I'm talking to him. He's going to be on September 6th. Matter of fact, everybody said to say hello. Andy Kindler said to say hello. A lot of people did, as a matter of fact. So I'm talking to DiPaolo, and I've known him, Nick, for many, many years. So he says, you want to do the interview on September 6th because my TV show starts on September 7th. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. We'll have you on the 6th. He goes, now, this is not the radio show. This is a podcast, right? And I said, yeah, it's a podcast. He goes, oh, it's a fucking podcast. So as soon as I mentioned podcast, he starts launching into the F-bombs like a madman.
As we all did.
He's unbelievable. He's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It's
That guy's amazing. He's really funny.
I should mention, by the way, that Nick has known the family for, God, how many years now? Long.
8?
Since what?
Yeah, probably about 8.
Before you were a big deal, I know
I
that.
think I was in junior high when I met him for the first time.
Oh, you were?
I think so.
Yeah.
But, I just see people. What I want them to know, Nick, is right away is that even though it says on the website they're my kids, I don't want people thinking that they're like, 14 and 15 and, they're going to be involved in this thing.
Naughty words.
Anyone want to play Pokemon cards?
Not at all.
But Alex is 23 and Andy is 25. They're grown adults and they're,
Yeah, by the way, they're 23 and 25 going on like 70. Like somehow they've lived 5 more lives than I have for some reason.
In some
They're
ways.
like way more like perceptive and smart than I ever was at that age.
And Alex has a
That's
bad
a
hip.
compliment, but they're very, very savvy for kids in their 20s.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
I do have to bring up a couple of things. That wasn't 2 years ago you were here with Vince Vaughn, was it?
Yeah, that'd be about 2 years because I haven't been on stage. I haven't done stand-up in over a year.
Is that right?
Yeah, that seems like
Well,
a
you,
while ago.
you probably better get out. Well, how can you possibly... You work, 14, 16-hour days writing and producing and shooting and...
Yeah, I mean, once I got into doing my own show on Comedy Central, and then, when you're doing movies and stuff, I don't know, it's just hard to, gear shift your mind into, doing stand-up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, I'm just trying to figure out, I'm booking some stuff in the fall to kind of get back into it and get my mind back in that place, because I obviously love stand-up and I've done it for 17 years. So
well, we miss you.
It's a part of me.
I should mention that 7 years ago, Nick came to my house for the Super Bowl. Remember the Super Bowl?
Oh God, wasn't that done in Florida?
It was. So we're down in Florida. Nick comes to my house to watch the Super Bowl, and I had this, big screen TV, and then in front of that is a couch, and you could stand behind the couch to kind of go into the kitchen area, right?
Right.
So I'm standing there. I should mention that I'm about 6 feet tall, about 270. Nick decides after a few cocktails. Oh, my wife, did you hear that?
Hi-oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Why, you're not that tall.
Did you hear my wife just laugh about that, Nick?
Exactly.
She takes a
Like his
shot at
driver's license, you should see that lie.
So, thanks, honey. I think my wife is having bourbon and water right now, Nick.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
I am a bourbon girl.
I'm not aware this is about to happen, but we've had a few glasses of wine or whatever watching the Super Bowl, and Nick decides it's a good idea, because we're watching football, to blindside me and tackle me over the couch. You remember that?
Yeah.
Honest to God, all of a sudden I get blasted right in the middle of my back. We both go over the back of the couch in front of the TV. I'm like, the hell are you doing? He goes, I just felt like tackling you, man.
Did you giggle and then he pantsed you afterwards?
That's pretty much it. But I wanted to tell that story because leading up to this next story, because I've known Nick for years, and before he even met the family, I knew him for several years before that. When you were in town with Vince Vaughn, what's it called, the Wild West Comedy Show, right?
Yeah.
So Nick says to me, and by the way, our special guest on the Tom Barnard Podcast, Nick Swardson, one of the funniest guys in all of America. There's no doubt about it. Very talented writer, producer, actor, stand-up. You do everything.
None of that has been proven, what you just said.
It's all true. But in any case, so known him for a long, long time. So he says, well, we're having an after party. So you want to come to the party? Vince Vaughn will be there, and Owen Benjamin will be there, and Faison Love was there, and Steve Byrne, all these people.
A name dropper.
So,
Exactly.
No, these are all Nick's friends. But that's the whole point of this story, actually. This is the whole point of this story is Nick is coming in and out of the room a lot. So now my daughter, Alex,
Hello.
and her friend, Becky,
Hello.
British Becky.
they want to meet Vince Vaughn.
Hello.
I would like to meet Vince Vaughn. So anyway, my daughter and her friend say to me, would you ask Nick to introduce us to Vince Vaughn? And I said, well, Nick's not here. And I said, well, when he gets back, will you ask him? Now, you have to remember, the kind of relationship that Nick and I have, it's kind of like, radio side is out of it, and it's just, we're like two friends hanging out. So,
yeah, it's like we never really, especially like with you, you're never really one to like give a fuck about like a lot of Hollywood shit,
Right. So I walk up to Nick.
Well said.
Eloquent as always.
So I walk up to Nick, and I say, as Nick's leaving
St.
again.
Paul, that's the St. Paul education right there.
Hey.
So I walk up to Nick, and I'm kind of embarrassed to do this, but it's my, my baby girl. Well, she was 21, 22 at the time. Mm-hmm. But anyway, she wants to meet Vince Vaughn. It's a very big deal, and he's like 50 feet away. So I walk up to Nick, and I say, Nick, I got my head down kind of like I've just committed a crime or something. And I say, Nick, could you do me a favor? He goes, yeah, absolutely, whatever you need. I said, would you introduce my daughter and her friend to Vince Vaughn? And he got this look at his face like I had just laid down a huge fart or something. I mean, like I had insulted, and I know Nick's mother very well. She's a sweetheart. She's a wonderful woman. You looked at me like I had insulted your mother, and you said, I never knew you cared about that kind of shit.
That was a little groupie intro.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Becky still talks about being able to.
No, I thought it was
meet him.
for you. It was so funny because it was like you did walk over like this kind of like I was just like, what is going on with him?
I know, we were pressuring him in his defense.
He was very nervous.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it.
He
and
didn't want to
Becky was
seem like a
dying
groupie.
to meet him.
Oh, it was
and
so funny.
it was a big deal to her.
And that was just like a gag reflex. I was like, I didn't know you liked that shit. Like I'm never into that kind of stuff, so it just made me laugh. But yeah, I mean, of course, when I realized it wasn't for you, I mean, like I understand that the fan wanted to meet him.
But Vince was really nice, I have
was
to
really
say.
nice.
Did you make out with him?
And he's tall.
Everyone did.
I was
Right
wearing
on.
heels and he still was
Everybody,
tall.
They stood on each other's shoulders and took turns. No, that was more stressful for me, like trying to like handle that because I wanted like Minnesota to be awesome for him. He's actually grew up a Vikings fan, so he loves Minnesota.
He was born here, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Oh, where?
comes
Yeah,
up-
so he actually grew up a big Vikings fan. So
I know he loves to come up to the state fair. He came up to the state fair a couple of years ago as well, and just had a ball at the Minnesota State Fair, and just
How does he do that?
what?
Without being
Oh, I
mobbed
know,
by
I know.
people.
You're absolutely right.
I mean, I get attacked when I go.
well, yeah.
I'm kind of a big deal at the state fair.
He's in disguise and he rides a lark around the fair.
But
He
the best way to
There's
travel.
just no way.
he honestly was so nice that night. But I swear to God, that night I'm lying in bed and I'm looking at the ceiling, going, "I think I just ruined my friendship with Nick Swardson." I'm not sure.
Doesn't respect you
not
anymore.
possible.
It's just the great. So we got to talk about. We said you were in Boston, but you got how many projects you have going on right now?
I'm just developing a lot of stuff. I'm developing another movie with the director of Grandma's Boy, and then I'm developing a bunch of TV stuff. I'm not doing my old show anymore. I'm doing a new show called Bro Assassin, where I play a ninja that lives at a frat house.
Oh, that's been done so many times.
Sounds
Yeah, what a
boring.
broken record that is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So me and the director of Grandma's Boy are doing that, and then I'm talking to Danny McBride about coming on as a producer also, who did Eastbound and Down.
Oh yeah,
Oh, he's funny.
absolutely.
Yeah, Danny's really brilliant, and so yeah, I mean that's my first thing, and I'm developing like an animated show, and I'm some other TV shit, like sitcom for Sandler's Company and stuff.
Yeah, so I, we put up on the website. And again, thank you very much for being our very first guest on the very first podcast.
Yay, Nick.
Yay, Nick Swardson.
Nick Nolte.
Who is this?
You're lying for a living. Yeah, interviewing Nick Nolte would be interesting at this point in my life and his. And
God, I think we both look the same at this point.
yeah,
Drank 5 gallons of vodka this weekend.
I wanted to ask you that. This is something I wanted to ask you, and I don't think I'm busting you because if you have 274,000 followers on Twitter or something, right?
I think so, yeah, something like that.
So you put on there the other night, my liver looks like Tommy Lee Jones.
Well, I went sober in Boston. I actually went sober for 7 weeks.
Really?
Wow.
So I went on a hard diet. I have no alcohol, nothing. I just got in shape, started going lifting weights and playing basketball, and got into amazing shape. And then when I got back to LA, this weekend I was just kind of was so psyched to be home and see my friends. So I went out really hard, and that's when I said my liver looked like Tommy Lee Jones because I saw a billboard with him and Meryl Streep in some movie.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that movie.
Yeah.
Hope something.
Hope Springs.
Hope Springs. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Look good.
next time you run into Tommy Lee, is he going to mention that to you?
I would love that more than anything in the world. He was like, Nick, what's this tweet I saw? Let me see your fucking liver. Little stupid queer.
I understand he spends a little time down in Florida as well in the winter, and he's got kind of a reputation, not the most friendly guy out there.
I can't imagine him being friendly.
That's true.
There's certain people, I wouldn't want them to be friendly. If Tommy Lee Jones were an asshole to me, I'd be like, yeah, that was perfect. He just seems like a surly guy.
I want to ask you another question because I check in on your Twitter page once in a while. Sometimes you tweet a lot, and other times it'll be a day or two between.
Right.
Why do you think that it is? And I get it. If you put yourself out there at all, not just in Hollywood or whatever, but if you put yourself out there at all in TV and radio or whatever, you have your haters. It's just going to happen.
Right.
But this guy said he had seen Bucky Larson, and I want my hour back. And you said, actually, it was an hour and a half, and I want my minute back that just cost me to read your tweet.
Oh, right.
So my question is, why in the hell do people follow you or me or anybody else if they're going to bitch and piss and moan? I don't get that.
I don't know. I think that, people just want... A lot of the times with me, people will be, really hardcore or mean because they think they're being funny.
Yeah.
So, somebody will slam me and be like, Nick, you fucking, you're a terrible actor, your movies suck. And then I would reply back, I'd be like, yeah, I agree. I couldn't agree more. And then they would reply back hey, man, I'm totally kidding, dude. I think you're hilarious. And I'm just like, what? seeing if you'd respond to that. Like,
Yeah, it's a score for him.
Yeah.
It's sport.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
so people, like, I don't know. It's just funny because nobody ever has said anything to my face. Like, no one's ever walked up and been like, I hate you and your movies. So it's like, the internet's just full of pussies.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because they would not say that to your face. You're absolutely right.
Because you'd rock him, right?
That's fucking take my wine cooler and break it over their face.
7 weeks without those wine coolers, that must have been a bitch.
But my
Is that text you're sending so important that you missed your turn? Is that text you're sending so important that you ran the red light? Is that text you're sending so important you didn't see the ball coming onto the road or the child that followed? Hi, I'm Mike Bryant from Bradshaw & Bryant. When you take your eyes off the road for even 4 seconds, your vehicle travels 100 yards. That's the entire length of a football field. If you absolutely have to text, you need to pull off the road somewhere safe and do it from there. Texting and driving is against the law and can cause serious injury or even death to you and others. Now that is important. We hope you're never injured in a collision, but if you are, please contact us.
Find Bradshaw & Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Going farther with Mike Bryant on your side, seeking justice for the injured. Bradshaw & Bryant.
Tom here. For years, you've heard me talk about my friends at North American Banking Company. They have great online and mobile banking options, plus friendly employees who are always ready to help. And with their location in Maple Grove now open, it's even more convenient for me and my family. Go visit my friends at any one of their 6 Twin Cities locations or go online to nabankco.com to learn more. Why not bank with my banker? North American Banking Company, a better banking experience, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. You all have helped build MyPillow into the incredible company it is today and have trusted in Mike Lindell to give you a great night's sleep. Mike's latest incredible deal is on the Giza Dream Sheets, which you've heard me rave about before, that's for sure. These sheets are made from the world's best cotton, Giza. They are ultra soft and breathable, yet extremely durable. Right now, the Giza Dream Sheets at its lowest price ever. These sheets are 60% off, coming in as low as $39.99 with promo code TOM.
My favorite was I got on Twitter, and I didn't do it for a while. I was kind of indifferent. And then finally I was kind of like, all right, whatever, fuck it. So I get on Twitter, and if you follow me on Twitter, it's just at Nick Swardson, and it's just completely filthy and insane. I mean, every tweet is about,
Bodily fluids.
blowing yourself or jerking off or farting. I mean, it's just like,
Yeah.
could not feed my immaturity more. So I'm kind of like just doing my thing, tweeting, and David Spade calls me up. And you know, Dave and I have been friends forever, and I know his family really well, his mom and everything. And he calls me up and he goes, hey man, he goes, I saw you're on Twitter. And I go, yeah, and he goes, my mom just called me. She was following you for a day.
Oh, no.
And I go, what? And he goes, yeah, my mom called me. And she goes, Davey, I'm following Nicholas on Twitter. And he's getting really disturbing because I think you need to have a talk with him. I've got to unfollow him.
Swear to
He had to call me, and even he was laughing, obviously, but he just wanted me to know that Judy, his mom, had unfollowed me after like a day or two.
Oh, what? I can't mention the golf. He's a pro golfer, and he's not from Minnesota, so don't think it's anybody from Minnesota.
Oh.
He's a pro golfer, and he was sitting around with a bunch of guys that I know on the golf course, and he got up to go to the bathroom. So while he's gone, one of the guys, like you said, they think they're being funny. They think it's really funny. He types into this pro golfer's phone, I just wanted to tell you that I take it up the ass. That's what he types in the phone.
Right.
He then hits send.
Well, that is funny.
Oh.
He sent it, the last guy that this pro golfer had called was his mother.
Oh, God.
No way.
Oh,
Terrible. Not mom humor.
She reads this, and she calls this guy immediately and is like, why did you send me these things? I mean, people have got to understand that that's not funny. It's just unbelievable.
I had a buddy who did that in the yearbook. He wrote, hi, Mrs. Lee, if you're reading this, you bitch. It's like, and of course she read it. He thought he was being funny, but what if she reads it? And she did. And Cookie was upset, and she hates my friend Peter.
From the house.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Well, it's especially hard to be like sarcastic or anything when you're just texting or typing.
Yes.
Like, it's so hard to read sarcasm out of that. So it's like somebody be like, "Fuck you, Nick, die," and I'll be like, "Oh God," and they're like, "No, I meant like, fuck you, die. It's funny." When you're reading it, I'm about to like call the police or something.
They need the JK on the end.
Now, I have to ask you for a favor.
Yeah, man.
Would you mind telling the Jamie Kennedy story?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, if you don't, we can not do it if you don't want to.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just do a condensed little version.
It's hilarious.
Well, no, I'm like obsessed with it, and all my friends will attest to this. Like, I love scaring the shit out of my friends, and I always do it really good. Like, I'm really stealth about how I do it, and like I would like leave dinners with friends, and I would follow them home in my car. And I would be like a couple of cars behind, and I would like be at a red light, and I would get out of my car, and I would run up and just start punching their window. And just stuff like that that's like horrifying, you know what I mean? Like, it's not cool. So Jamie and I had dinner one time, and I used to live at his place. So not only did I know where he lived, but I also knew how to get into his place. So we leave dinner, and I'm like, all right, I'll call you tomorrow. And he's like, I'll call you later. So I go around the back way to his house, and I break into his house. I jump the fence. I park on the street so he can't see my car. And I go into his house, and I go into the kitchen, and I take the biggest knife I can find. It's a huge, like, machete kitchen knife. So I had gotten a gag gift from somebody, and it was a baseball hat with a wig sewn into it.
Oh.
So when you put the hat on, it had like long black hair coming out of it.
Perfect.
So in my psychotic mind, I take my shirt off because he'll recognize the T-shirt if he sees it. So I'm shirtless in blue jeans, and I put this baseball hat on, and I'm standing with this huge knife in the corner of his living room, just quietly just standing there. And I'm there for about 8 minutes, 10 minutes, and I hear his car pull in. And he walks in the door, and he flips on his lights, and he throws his keys down, he looks around, and he sees me in the corner with the knife and everything. I have the hat pulled down so you can't see my face. And it's the most scared I've ever seen anybody ever in my life.
Did he freeze?
He literally, like, froze, and then, like, the sound came out of his, like, soul or something. I don't know where else it could have come from. But it was this guttural, like, oh, my God! Like, it was just pure terror out of, like, another human being.
Has anybody ever punched you out because you did that?
No, I mean, I was far enough away where I knew, like, I couldn't be that close. But I immediately took my hat off.
Oh.
And I was like, hey, man, sorry about that. And he was like, Jesus Christ! He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Yeah, what is
wrong? Nothing. I thought it'd be funny. I was like, again, like, thinking it was funny. He was just horrified. But I used to do that to him. I mean, I would do shit all the time. He was a really fun person to scare, but I can't believe he's never gotten me back.
No, well, do you think he'll ever try, though? You can't top that.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, well, he's probably hoping you'll stop now.
Catherine, by the way, thinks, and again, this is the initial show of the Tom Barnard Podcast, and thank you again to Nick Swardson for gracing us with your I've never said that to you before, gracing us with your presence.
Oh, my gosh. You definitely don't have to say that again.
Did you get...
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
In any case, Catherine thinks, and you've been around, so much. She thinks that I'll fire her within the first week.
I mean, I'll give it 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Maybe some bets. Anybody want to take a bet?
Why?
No, I think you'll be fine.
Okay, thanks.
I think you'll end up firing Tom after 2 weeks.
I've tried to fire him many times.
Yeah, she has. There's no question about that. Unbelievable. So you got big plan? You have big plans for the evening?
I don't. I'm trying to be good. I'm really trying to be good.
Well, now
not go out. I drank a lot this weekend, so I'm trying to. I've got a meeting tomorrow, and I've got a bunch of stuff I really need to focus. It's very hard in Los Angeles to focus, but
you got a chip meeting at AA?
God, I
Your 30-day chip?
30-hour chip.
You know they have a 24-hour chip.
They do?
Yeah.
They do?
24 hours.
Oh, that's sad.
They have a 4-hour chip?
30-minute chip.
I took a nap. Give me a chip.
Yeah, that's going to work.
He said 24 hour.
No doubt about it.
Okay. No, I'm going to be good, man. I'm just going to fucking write and jam.
That's what you're going to...
And support Zach's movie, The Campaign. I'm going to go see The Campaign tonight.
I understand he got engaged, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, I heard he got engaged.
Or did he get married already?
I don't know.
Mazel tov, Zakala.
There's our diversity.
Tony's a Jew, so he gave it the Mazel Tov, just for you.
Do you run into any of those out west in Hollywood?
Jewish people?
Yeah, I've yet to meet one.
Not in the same circles.
I've yet to meet one.
I think they're on the East Coast.
No, I think they're in Hollywood,
Sandler
too.
is actually German. Very weird.
He seems like such a genuine guy. How did you guys get to be pals?
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's extremely genuine. It was very bizarre. I've shot maybe 10 movies with him, but yeah, it's weird when I spent the whole summer, and he's just such like a normal dad. He tries as much as he can to just be like, there for his kids. His family was there all summer, and he just, all he wants to do is be a good father, which is so the opposite of stuff you see in Hollywood. So, you're not going to see him drunk on answering machines, you know what I mean? Like in his mugshot or anything. Like, he's really right down the middle, like, family guy, which is cool. So, the opposite of me.
Well, that's not true, though. I mean,
oh, my God.
We've had dinner a million times with your mother, and by the way, did you ever give your Nick's brother's name is Johnny. He was a very nice guy. He's got a great band called Get Gone. And did you ever give him my phone number?
Yeah, I emailed to him, but he's worse than, he's the worst person in the family in terms of in terms of everything. No, in terms of just staying in touch and staying on top of his shit. So I'll connect with him at some point about it. I'll call him after I hang up. But yeah, he's terrible. He's the worst.
Did he?
I'll be like, hey, did you get that email about something else or anything important? He's like, he'll be drunk at the Twins game, or it's just he's not very savvy with technology.
A telephone?
Yeah, those fancy new telephones.
Literally the telephone. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I just, but Johnny's also a friend, and I just wanted to check. Have you heard the CD?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, his band's getting really great. They're playing a lot around Minneapolis. But yeah, he's so terrible. He doesn't stay in touch with my mom at all. He really he's so bad. Even last week, my mom's like, "Have you talked to John at all?" And I was like, "I think a couple weeks ago." And she's like, "Yeah, I haven't talked to him since fucking Halloween."
She didn't say that.
And then I have to cover for him, years and years of being like, "Oh no, I think he's been busy since Halloween." And everyone knows he's not busy. He's a bartender and is in a band. You can't be less fucking busy than that. Your schedule couldn't be looser. You're just fucking playing guitar, and then at night you're just bartending.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, well, that's nice. Nice brotherly. Actually, you're very close to your brother.
Yeah, he's one of my best friends.
Yeah, we just want to make that very clear.
Does your sister still have her company, Nick?
Did I come off crass towards him, I guess?
Nick.
What'd you say, Kevin?
Does your sister still have her company?
Yeah. She's still...
How's that going?
It's going good, man. She's hanging in there and just getting it into more hospitals. It's it's a company to help fight postpartum depression with women, which is obviously hilarious fodder for my
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she's good. She's doing really well.
Good, because I haven't seen her in a while. Say hi to her for me, please.
I will, yeah. She's a single mother of 3, so I'm trying to start up a business, so a little intense on her schedule. But yet somehow she finds time to call my mom back when my brother is high playing guitar in a fucking basement. Somehow that's a little too much to ask.
I suppose. Well, what are you going to do? It is what it is. So now,
what are you going to do, Tom? You're going to fucking pick up the phone that's in your pocket. It's 2012.
Exactly.
You can't have an excuse.
What the fuck, man? I'm going to fucking lose my mind.
That was Johnny. Johnny calling in on the show.
Exactly.
So it all worked out in the end. Yeah, well, you're right about that. You're right. You want to pick up the phone and,
Say hi to the woman that gave birth to.
The phone's just sitting there in your pocket.
It's true. That night we went and saw him at First Avenue. There's a great club in Minneapolis, downtown Minneapolis, called First Avenue.
Yeah.
And we went and saw him one night. That was another night you kept coming and going. Nick, when you go do like a social thing with Nick, he like leaves and then he comes back, then he leaves again, then he comes back.
I have horrible ADD. I can never commit to one event in like a night. Like I need like 50 things. I'm just constantly running around.
I know somebody was like that as well, young Thomas.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We have been out so many nights, and I remember we had like a party bus of some sort, and it stopped briefly at a traffic light. The door opened, and Tom got off and was on his way.
Oh, the bus.
Yes.
Oh, no, remember Shannon?
I'm just bored.
You just booked.
This was terrible because I just got off the bus, and then this woman who worked with us, Shannon was her name, right?
Yes, exactly.
She decided that she was going to come and get me and make me come back on the bus. And so she didn't realize the bus had started moving again. So she stepped off the bus while it was moving.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
No. I thought it was right on Hennepin Avenue. I thought she was going to die. I literally thought she was going to drop dead.
Oh, my God.
It was terrible.
See what you almost did there with ADD?
I know.
ADD kills.
Well, Nick will tell you that one night we had to get a party bus. We were sitting around having dinner.
We had to, yeah.
Well, we did.
He had a coupon.
So we're sitting around. What happened was, I think it was Kendall's birthday or something. No, Kendall wasn't there yet. He came later to do security.
I don't remember.
Not for me, but for everyone else, so I wouldn't bother them, if you know what I mean. If you know what I'm saying. So we got this big bus, and it was Nick and Kendall, and there were several people there, right? Remember that?
Oh, it's all a blur.
The reason I asked if you remember that is because we came back to my house, and you had not met Catherine yet. That was the first night you met?
That was the first time I met Catherine.
We came into the house, and let's say we had been into it.
3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah, something.
I mean, you might as well have been on figure skates at that point.
Exactly.
I mean, good Lord.
So I walk in.
Not a lot of walking going on.
I walk in with these guys, and I said, Catherine, I want you to meet my great new friend, Nick Swardson. And you remember
the most aggressive impression to make. I mean, I was pretty much in control because I went out drinking for another 10 hours after that.
I remember that. I do remember
but, yeah, that was, I'm sorry again, Catherine, that you had to see that.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I've blocked it out, thank God.
When does Grown Ups 2 come out?
Next summer. It'll be a big summer comedy. It's really awesome, man. I wasn't sure, what the deal was with making a sequel to the first one, but I took over for Rob Schneider, and everyone else is back. David Spade, Sandler, obviously Kevin James, and there's amazing people in the movie. Taylor Lautner's in it, Shaquille O'Neal, all these random people, but they're all great. Everyone's fucking great, man. Me and Sandler, I helped produce the movie with Adam, and we were just thrilled after we finished it. It's really, really funny, man. There's great stuff.
I think I am the last person to interview Adam Sandler on the radio.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, because he doesn't do radio tours.
He doesn't really do anything, no.
No, he doesn't. So it was when his Saturday Night Live DVD came out.
Oh, okay.
Right, so, and I had been told this is the one interview he's going to do. He's going to do it on the KQ Morning Show. And so I'm thinking, oh, God, this is going to be horrible. He's going to hate it. It's going to, it's really going to go badly, blah, blah, blah. He came on, could not have been a nicer guy. He was very accommodating, just having a ball. Really, really a cool guy.
Yeah, he's great. He would never be if he did a press thing, he would never be a dick about it. He definitely, he's such a good dude. He wouldn't be mean about it.
No, I mean, he was. I couldn't have asked for a better. He was just a really, really good guy. I mean, you've been hanging around those guys for so many years now, for so long. And that's, when I talk to Nick, there are periods where I don't talk to Nick because he drops his phone in the toilet or something like that.
Yeah, iPhone's got to figure that out. Toilet drop.
Yeah, you'd be able to get
How to somehow save the toilet drop.
To get the thing soaked. All right, my friend, you've been unbelievable. Thank you very, very much for being on.
Of course. Well, congrats on the podcast, and let me know if you want me to call any comics or find anybody for you.
You know, actually, I was talking to Andy Kindler tonight. He called. He's talking about, like, Maria Bamford, and you know who I wanted to really get on? Yeah, she's great. Yeah, Maria Bamford's great. But he said the guy you have to get on because he does such a great Jesse Ventura impression is James Domanian.
I've heard of. I don't know him.
When he comes on, he does. Jesse Ventura was at one. Well, everybody knows who Jesse Ventura is. Right. So James did. I guess probably a 10-minute video as Jesse Ventura on conspiracy theory. Do yourself a favor, honest to God, Nick. Check it out on YouTube. It's James Domanian, and it's called Conspiracy Theory. He's wearing a wig, like a bald wig with the long hair on the side.
Right.
But he does the mouth movements and the body movements of Jesse Ventura.
Yeah. It is. It's really good.
It's phenomenal.
Great. Yeah, I'll check that out.
Let me just tell you something, Swardson. Get it done. Pick it up today because it's time to do it. And he also says, he goes, "This is Jesse Ventura."
That's great.
But yeah, any recommendations you would have the people on the show? We got Paul Mercurio is going to be on Friday. We got KP Anderson. You know KP.
Yeah.
He's going to be on Monday. We got Andy Kindler Tuesday. We got the next couple of weeks really booked up nicely. It's
yeah, that's great. All those people are great. Louie, how are you?
You know what? I want you to do me a favor, and I'm serious about this. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to call Louie and tell him that you took 7 weeks off because it'll make him so happy.
Yes.
I think, I will, because the last time I saw him, I was in Vegas, and I was, woo!
He was worried about you, my friend. A little worried.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, he gets worried. I'm okay.
Tom.
Did he talk to Nick? He's got to slow down. No, Louie's very sweet.
Louie was in town. Louie's a very sweet guy. We're talking about Louie Anderson, a mutual friend. Like I said, Louie will be our guest tomorrow night. But Louie and I, last time he was in town, went and had breakfast. Well, no, actually, it was like an early lunch. Louie does a very clean act. He doesn't work blue, none of that stuff, right? We're going to talk to Louie about that on the podcast, as a matter of fact. So we go in and we're the only ones in the restaurant, right? We're just kind of sitting around, and all of a sudden, he looks at me and goes, "We are literally the only ones in the building," and he goes,
"What's this, the fucking Shining?"
It was great. Mr. Swardson, we look forward to it. You got to get into town for the Vikings.
What? You want him to say an intro?
We'll get him another time to do some lines.
All right, Nick. Thank you very much, my friend.
Thanks, Nick.
I will. Love you guys. I'll check in with you soon.
Love you too, Ben.
Love you. Bye. Love you. Bye. Have a good day.
When you go to a restaurant, you expect the chef to be an expert. You expect your auto mechanic to be an expert when it comes to fixing your car. You judge them both by the results of their work. Josh Arnold is an expert in investments and planning your financial future. Josh Arnold is my expert, and he should be yours, too. I talk to Josh every week, and he understands the market and the economy, and he knows how to plan for your retirement. Don't put it off another day. The man with your plan is Josh Arnold. Call Josh now for a no-obligation 48-minute evaluation. You've got nothing to lose, and you'll have an expert planning and managing your financial future. Call Josh at 952-925-5608. That's 952-925-5608. Investment services offered by Josh Arnold Investment Consultant, LLC Security Investment Advisor. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All investments involve risk. All comments and opinions are Josh Arnold's and do not constitute investment advice. Tom Barnard is a paid endorser.
What a good guy.
A good date.
I shouldn't have said we'll have you back another time to do some lines.
I mean,
Ixnay. We're talking about our friend. No, you kind of threw him under the bus there. That was really nice. Yeah, you should go and be on that Tom Barnard podcast because they call you a drug addict. Yeah.
He started off on YouTube. Is that right?
Nick?
No,
he played the clubs.
Yeah.
I thought that, but there was like a YouTube video or something.
You're thinking of Justin
Bieber.
Close.
Easily confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andy's right.
The Biebs.
It's Justin Bieber. He was unbelievable.
It's just amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
and
his
it happened really quick for him.
Alex, I thought you'd be asking him more questions.
Couldn't get a word in.
Couldn't get a word in.
Yes, you could.
You were just jiving, man.
Jiving.
What?
Papa be jiving.
I don't want him to come into town at all because if he's going to do those practical jokes where he tries to scare the hell out of us, that's not good at all.
I'm not trying to get stabbed.
I'm going to get a cattle prod.
The Tom Barnard Podcast is proud to donate a portion of our proceeds to the Smile Network. Find their banner on the upper right side of the homepage at tombarnardpodcast.com. Learn more about the Smile Network and how they brought smiles to thousands of people around the world. I kind of asked Nick very quickly, why do people follow you on Twitter or Facebook if they hate your goddamn guts? I've never understood that. And if you have an answer for that, check it at Radio Tom Barnard on Twitter and Tom Barnard Radio on Facebook. We asked last night what things piss you off. And we had talked about Nancy Kerrigan on Twitter said, things that piss me off, no one knows what the F they're doing at a four-way stop. And she didn't say the F-bomb. She just said F. So what I'm going to do is read these tweets the way they're written. So she had used the F-bomb, then I would have said it. Yeah, I don't want to put words in people's mouths.
Verbatim.
Because if they're like a teacher or something,
Yeah.
and I go on, and I go,
You're like, son of a bitch,
You're on a rant.
that's the way it was written, so that's the way I wanted to read it. Chris Catchmark at Radio Tom Barnard on Twitter, rip, rip, rip. There, Uncle Tommy, I ripped you on Twitter.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, there. Rip.
Very good, honey.
Hey, I said a big word.
I'm proud of you. One thing that I'm really going to enjoy about doing this podcast, by the way, is that people will understand, and I talk about you guys on the air all the time. My wife and my son, Andrew.
I wouldn't know.
A pack of lies.
Wouldn't know.
Oh, Jesus. What a great kid. Huh? My own son. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't get up before like 1. I just, to have you all with me, it's something I've looked forward to doing for years and years and years. And I do want to take this time to thank. Now, Sean's the general manager. We are number 1 in news and noteworthy on iTunes across the entire nation. Thank you again to Nick Swardson for being on. But I just want to take time for all those people, for all of you to take the time to download the podcast so you can subscribe for free at tombarnardpodcast.com. Or do I have to tell them no, that's only on Facebook.
All kinds of different ways they can subscribe. They can just hit play if they want to, but ideally, it's pretty easy to hit subscribe. You can subscribe on the RSS feed, which is in the upper right-hand corner. We're now on Stitcher, so if you got an Android phone, you can go to Stitcher and download the podcast that way, subscribe that way.
And it's just going to be a big thrill for me. I'm the only one on this podcast that's nervous because I'm exposing my family to the public eye. But you guys wanted to do it, right?
Yes, of course.
No.
So Turtle Dove, everybody's want to get to know you, really. They always ask about you.
That's Catherine, is Turtle Dove.
Catherine.
BTW.
No, it actually was Tony Lee I was talking to right
I love
You don't know.
that.
And Bella, the family dog,
Bella
is
just
here.
came in and gave me a little, hi, I love you.
Yeah,
So, Tom, what about the people that have never heard you before, the people across America? I was looking at our stats today. We got people in Chicago, L.A., New York.
Yeah, all over.
So we got to talk a little bit about your background and where you're from and all that stuff.
Many. Well, first of all, I started in radio when I was 19 years old, worked around, Minneapolis, whatever, and was living in New York doing voiceover in New York. And I got a phone call from Dave Hamilton, the program director. Well, we used to talk anyway. He was in Boston. He was in New York City. Dave was an old friend. I met him. We were both on the overnight show on radio stations in Minneapolis. And he called me, wanted to know if I wanted to go to a baseball game. So we went to a baseball game and became friends. Dave Hamilton was the one guy in America that thought I could do morning radio. So he would call me and say, you want to come to Boston? You want to do this? You want to do that? So one night I'm sitting in our apartment in New York. Catherine had gone back home, and she called and said, well, we're going to have our first child.
Aww.
I remember that. That's Andy, the one who's being held prisoner here, apparently, for Christ's sake.
Tom said, what do you mean we?
Who is that? Who's calling? What's it called?
So I said, well, can't really raise a kid in Manhattan. I suppose we could, but...
People do it every day.
Well, they do it every day. You're right about that. But, it's time to come back to Minneapolis. I literally put the phone... Actually, back then you put the phone in a cradle. You don't do that much anymore. Well, some you do, I suppose. But I put it down, and the phone rang, and it was Dave Hamilton. And he said, you want to come to do the morning show at KQRS? And I said, absolutely. Amazing timing. So I come back to Minneapolis. And how did I get to know you? Because you were doing production at KQ at the time.
Yeah, I was
right?
copywriter, production. I was working in the studio.
So how
when you showed up?
So I walk in, and Tony says to me, Tom, I hear you're going to be wearing the black and gold. Which are the station's colors or whatever. And so I went into Hamilton. I said, I'd like to have that guy on the show. Is that possible?
That's cool.
Before the incident.
Right? Before I walked out in a snit.
Exactly.
Yeah. And by the way, I did not fire her. That I didn't. She quit.
No, I walked out.
She quit.
Not because of you.
He didn't like the general manager.
Oh, that general manager.
Oh, by the way, a couple of years later, we're in a movie theater. And she starts ripping and going, God, what a prick that guy was. I just can't. Oh, what a jerk. Using his name. His niece was right in front of us in the movie theater.
That happens to me all the time. If I ever trash talk anybody, their mother is next to me in line.
Did she turn around, though, and give the thumbs up and go, you are so right.
You're absolutely right.
Well, I'm sure his ex-wife did.
So, I mean, basically, we're putting the podcast together, and, thank you to Cumulus for allowing me to do this, because we'll probably be the first and last radio guy in the United States that'll ever be allowed to do this again. And called Tony, because we wanted to get Tony. I miss working with Tony. He left the station like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Quitter.
And I had forgotten what it was like to work with him, so we made a huge mistake and hired him. And already after one day, it's a goddamn disaster.
Tommy. We'll see how
Cripes.
No, it's going to be great working with you again and doing this. And I, getting you on with Swardson, I knew you'd really love that.
Sweet.
Tony's tearing up.
Now.
I just have something in both of my eyes.
Yeah, that's
allergies.
That's it, exactly.
It's a dog.
I can't tell you how many requests on Facebook and Twitter and all the whole deal. When you and I used to work together, again, 12 years ago, we used to do a lot of bits together. You would write a lot of bits. I would write some bits. And you always did these wonderful characters.
I was just thinking of one bit back. Amy, who's the one, the home wrecker?
Oh, Amy Fisher.
Amy Fisher.
Oh,
Amy Fisher.
The one and only time I got in trouble with Tom. He did this bit, and Tom did Amy Fisher's voice, and of course I was supposed to speed it up so she would talk like this, Amy Fisher. I don't know what was going on that day. I forgot. And so it was just Tom reading these lines. Buttafuoco. There was like steam coming out of his ears. I said, you know what? This is the one and only time I've done that. And he went, yeah, you're right. Let me off the hook.
And here's, ladies and gentlemen, here's Amy Fisher. Yeah, Joey, how's it going? How's everything? Everything's fabulous. Yeah. I mean, it's just me. It was ridiculous. It sounded really stupid. But one of the things I promised the people on Twitter and Facebook is that you'd be doing bits.
Just so happened to have them with me.
They happen to be right here. What does this mean, Sean? Erica at Radio Tom Barnard on Twitter. Does the podcast have a Twitter handle yet?
We have it all set up through your through your Twitter handle, if you will. We are going to have a Facebook page that we're going to tweak a little bit and make it just the Tom Barnard Podcast Facebook page. So
a tweet from Dave Hamilton. I was just talking about Dave Hamilton.
Really?
Dave Hamilton at Radio Tom Barnard. Ha, ha, ha. That's all it says.
He's always been brief.
He's been very brief.
Praise.
No question about it. I love tweets like this. Bob S. at Radio Tom Barnard on Twitter. Good.
Good. What is
good?
What is good?
Good.
He just had a cookie.
First and last tweet from Bob.
Exactly.
Good.
He joined Twitter to just post that.
Exactly.
Good.
What do you want? What do you want to go with tonight?
I have a little tune. As you know, this is Shark Week. And I always thought the big draw to Shark Week is it's kind of like shark porn. People are drawn to it, and they seem to be obsessed with it.
That's true.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I sang about it.
I'm saying I sang about it. Oh, that's good.
All right.
That's a good thing. I'd love to hear that.
Why not?
The most harrowing week of entertainment in existence. Shark Week.
Wow, you're so hot. You're so hot.
Want a great white? Gonna get romantic and dim the light. Let's get aquatic, it's erotic. Thinking about your wet, aggressive bite. I'd make those eyes roll back if I got you in the sack. My hands are reaching for my business down south. I'm thinking about some deep throat, cause you can swallow a boat. Open wide and take me into your mouth.
Hey, Shark, swallow your whole.
I'm offended. intended.
Smile, you nasty minx. You Shark Week in the dark every night.
I want to introduce you to my friend.
Harpoon going through you. God, I wanna do you. Fucking great white.
Your friend is so shiny.
Honey, Tony, have you ever been in therapy?
I can start.
It'll all work out. Tomorrow night, and thank you again to Nick Swardson, our very, very first guest on the Tom Barnard Podcast. Just a
He
great
was
guy.
awesome.
He was wonderful. Tomorrow night, be with us, Louis Anderson will be with us tomorrow night. On Friday night, Paul Mercurio, who is a writer, producer, performer, warm-up guy for The Daily Show on Comedy Central. Paul, just a great guy from Providence, Rhode Island. He's a nice Italian boy from Providence, so he'll be on the show. That'll be the rest of the week. We have many, many great guests coming up, as a matter of fact. One of our favorites on Monday, KP Anderson, who is the head writer and executive producer of The Soup with Joel McHale. So one of the first things we're going to do is pressure KP into getting Joel McHale on the Tom Barnard Podcast.
Joel McHale.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Joel McHale.
Joel McHale.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow night.